Stabilize! Gather! This is order.
Lofty wisdom will show us the way! Be cleansed! Light the dust! Three moons converge! Without further ado! Divine light, shield them! Light the dust! The Adeptus art.
seen our Sumeru friends for a while now. Paimon wonders how they're doing. Let's go to Sumeru City and catch... Wow, the academia sure is busy during... But where should we go looking for people that we know?
Traveler, Paimon.
Sino! It's been so long since we last saw you!
As do you. You don't seem weary at all from your travels. If anything, you seem... So, what brings you back here?
Oh, nothing in particular. Paimon just... saw a really big mushroom out on the road the other day and suddenly missed all our friends in Sumeru.
Funnily enough, we were reminiscing about you recently too. It was at a group dinner. I look forward to hearing about your travels. Something tells me we must have a lot to catch up on.
Really? You were thinking of us too? What a coincidence!
Indeed. Or as I call it, the biryani factor. You really want me to say the rest?
Oh, darnies.
You like that one, huh? You must if you remember it after all this time. Admit the truth. You have long been in awe of my razor-sharp wit.
All right. Here's your 500 Mora.
You're exaggerating. It's only 500 Mora.
Hey, 500 Mora is still a lot of snacks to Paimon.
All right. I'll treat you to some desserts later. Anyway, I'm actually investigating a case right now. My mind is focused on work, which is why I didn't complete the joke at first.
A case?
Nothing major. But after finding out who was involved, I decided, on reflection, to handle this one myself.
Need any help? We only came here to hang out, so we've got the time. You may as well take us with you, and then when you're done, we can, you know...
Such enthusiasm. Are you worried I'll forget?
What? No!
Obvious enough. Still, it's a fine idea. All right, follow me. Do you see him? The old man flailing around?
Oh, is he the one you wanted to talk to about the case?
Correct. His name is Cyrus, a former Spontamod sage.
Huh? Sino's teacher is in trouble?
It's ridiculous. I'm just an old man who enjoys a spot of gardening, shopping, and wine. What sort of person targets an old retiree?
Professor, I've brought some friends.
Ah, Sino. Now who do we have here? Hold on, let me think. A flying fairy dressed in white? A youth who does not seem to hail from this land? My goodness. You must be the legendary traveler in Paimon.
Wow!
I've told him about you before. That's right. A couple of days ago, Professor Cyrus suddenly received a threat letter.
A threat letter?
Exactly. Who sends a threat letter to an old man like...
This is the letter in question.
Cyrus, I have uncovered your secret. If you... Secondly, don't come looking... Wow, they sure didn't miss...
Clearly, this person...
10 million more. What a... I'm just a single retiree with nothing to my...
There were no witnesses. So currently the letter is all we've got. So, Traveler...
Paimon's ready too!
All right, take a look. Yes.
So is there something wrong with the ink?
Possibly. And I bet the...
Most of the paper around here is much smoother than this.
It's certainly not the same paper as we use in the academia. But the ink is nothing special. Just regular black ink that gets a blue tinge when applied to paper.
So do we think the culprit has a connection with... Wait! Check this out! Looks like this part got wet.
Agreed.
A colored liquid. So
Looks like we're thinking along...
Arav. Ah, there he is.
Mahamatra Sino. Sir Cyrus. Ah, and the travel...
As such, I'm inclined to believe that the culprit in this case is a student at the academia. Somebody young. And oh, one last thing.
Oh, of course! You think the
They do look like... Also, if...
Ah, of course. Yes, like they sell in the...
Understood. I'll assemble a team to...
You have my gratitude.
One last thing.
Will do.
Great thinking, Sino. Yeah, they've...
You're right, Paimon.
Really?
The culprits approach. Whatever happens, they need this Mora. And crucially...
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
Found you! You wrote the threat letter!
I don't know what...
I sensed someone was watching us from the shadows the moment we entered the House of Dana. You managed to stay relatively well hidden. For someone, there are a lot of people here, but we were looking specifically for Arav. Whoever followed us the whole way was likely to be the culprit.
I was just listening in, that's all.
You smiled when Arav left.
Is smiling a crime now?
There are coffee stains closing off the exits to... The cafe was a red herring all along.
You can't pin this on me!
Really? Then the innocent have no reason to fear. Your heart's racing, and your eyelids are twitching.
I would never...
Don't try anything or you'll pay the price.
Well, that was over quick.
You're telling me. One minute I go out for a quick smoke, the next minute I see Arav already on his way back to meet up with Sino. Looked like a young guy, too. Couldn't have been much more than 30. But after what he...
Everyone, it's all over.
Gosh, that was so fast.
The culprit's name is Raka, a 16-year-old student in the Rataoist Darshan.
Huh?
16? Cyrus thought he looked 30-something.
We checked his records. He's 16, a third-year student.
But he looks so old.
Yeah, seriously.
Foolish child. He's too young.
We question the culprit regarding his...
Oh, just spit it out. No.
Very well. It's our understanding that Araka is a mediocre student who has been down on his luck. He went to the tavern for a drink and overheard some people chatting about Sir Cyrus's comfortable retirement. They mentioned...
Some old woman on the street? Goodness gracious. Has that rascal attended a single one of his classes? That old woman is Gisharwar's very own professor, Zaha Hadi. How can he not know who Zaha Hadi is?
Is this going somewhere?
Oh, right, yes. So another thing. We don't just argue about tomato plants. And what are they trying to insinuate by comfortable retirement? A man grows a few vegetables and suddenly he's living a life of luxury?
Maybe it's more the fact that you have the time to grow vegetables.
Araka mentioned he'd heard a rumor. Araka believes this
Oh, Arav.
People make up rumors all the
Arav.
I completely understand.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
The academia will
Who said I'm You seem confused. Uraka is just all it costs me.
Please rest assured.
Yes, I have no doubt about that. But as a former
We looked into the fact.
Oh, what a... You don't have to seal it. We have to show them.
The relevant authority.
Oh,
Give or take.
very good.
My apologies.
And it...
Wait, you mean Tainari?
He is. Tainari's master, Sir Nephis, called him and Kale to the... Though I must say...
Don't be outraged. Anyway, go on now.
Please show me your credentials before borrowing books.
Not to brag, but we never had problems like this at Ratawa Hist back when I was still teaching. And if you don't want to take my word for it, you can ask them. They were students at the time. They'll tell you what it was like, won't they?
I was out in the forest at least 4 days a week back then, thanks to a colossal workload from Master. It wrought havoc on my poor tail, so I didn't exactly keep up to date with what was going on at the Academia. Most of what I know, I heard from Sino after the fact.
Professor's become a lot more laid back in his retirement. He used to be far stricter, and was especially known for being extremely principled.
Wow. It's hard enough to stay true to your principles as a normal person. I can't imagine doing that as a sage.
It's a pity Kale wasn't around at the time. I would have happily taken her on as a student.
And then we'd have one more person who has to address Lisa as upper-class woman.
Really? Can't you just call her Lisa? She seems to prefer it when people treat her like an older sister.
Oh, believe me, back when she was a student, nothing made her happier than the younger students acknowledging her seniority.
Whoa, more food? Are you sure about this? We don't want to take advantage.
Oh, don't worry about it. Order whatever you like. And if it's not enough, order some more. After all your help today, treating you to dinner is the least I can do.
I thought I heard some familiar voices. Ah, and Sir Cyrus is here as well.
Oh, Kave, it's been a while. Zahahadi was talking about you last month. How have you been?
I've been all right, thank you. You're looking very well, sir. I'm glad to see it.
Have you eaten yet? Care to join us?
That's awfully kind of you, but I had a late lunch, so I'm not really hungry just yet. I'll have dinner a little bit later tonight. I just came to Lombard's to buy some wine, and when I heard some voices I recognized, I thought I'd come and say hello. So what's the occasion, anyway? Some sort of celebration?
Consolation, more like. You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
Sounds like things have really gone downhill since I was there. My whole time as a student, I've never heard of anything remotely like that.
I can't believe how young the guy is. What are his parents going to think?
Young people are always more susceptible to making rash and ill-advised decisions. Their minds are still developing. It's just an unfortunate fact of life. But still, this boy has some nerve. Just look at what he wrote. Oh, it makes my blood boil.
Wow, yeah. Jeez.
I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. And then he just followed you into the house of Dana?
If this were my son, he'd get the scolding of a lifetime. Oh.
Luckily, I'm also an extremely principled person.
Kave! Your order's ready, sir!
Coming! I'll have to get going. Have a nice evening, everyone. I'll catch you all another time.
Okay, bye-bye!
Here I am. The coffee beans are in here too.
Yep, it's all there. I'll stop babbling away now. Let's eat before the food gets cold.
Oh, too tasty. Paimon's belly is about to explode.
Oh, mine too. I'll have to walk home to burn some of it off.
Thanks for dinner, Sir Cyrus. Master Tainari and I will bring you some homemade herbal tea next time. It'll do wonders for your sleep.
Well, I look forward to that. In fact, could I trouble you to bring a little extra for the other old folks on my street? I'll be the envy of the neighborhood.
No problem at all. I'll pack some up and bring it over.
I'll see you all later. I better...
Good night, Professor. Don't let those tomatoes keep you up too late.
Hey, My tomatoes are serious business. I am not about to be beaten by Zaha Hadid. Anyway, I'll be leaving now. Don't stay up too late now, children. I bid you all a good night.
Take care. Have a safe trip home.
All right. Now, we finally have some us time.
What do you mean, us time?
Well, I was talking with Tainari and Kale, and since we all have some free time, we thought we could all go camping together. Think of it as our...
Camping? Oh, that sounds fun. Paimon's in.
Right? It's been so long since we did something.
Everyone, no need to bring any.
You got it. We'll...
Great. Then we'll see.
Time to set up. Wow, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up the tent.
I'd say we're right about on schedule, actually. We were aiming to have them set up before you arrived.
Traveler, Paimon, let's go fishing together.
You got it. Dinner's on us tonight.
I hope I can contribute too. The other Forest Watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while ago.
I saw some very appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I gathered a few for us. I'll leave them here along with some fresh fruit.
Wow, camping with a Forest Watcher is the way to go. They think of every...
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this fort.
So?
Well, there's been some...
I see. Oh, in that case, you should try a valberry. I bought some from the market this morning.
A valuable suggestion. Just don't...
All I wanted was to...
Oh, I have a sudden craving for fruit tea. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye!
She sure made a run for it.
Unbelievable. She made a run for it.
So Kale chose the path of tactical retreat. Could it be she foresaw what shall soon come to pass? My dear friend, you know what I am about to say. Excellent! A kindred spirit. A great warrior can sense when a duel... But it looks like we'll get told off if we start playing.
We got a bite!
I'll reel it in.
Firewood. Spice it. There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left? Well, Paimon just thinks...
True.
Well, that's no good.
Anyone would think you were sealing the gates to King
Excellent. Then this tent...
I'm back! How's your appetites? Ready for the barbecue?
Always. Oh, it smells so...
Someone sure is desperate to eat.
Wait, what? Isn't that just for steaks?
Hey, if it works for steak, maybe it works for other things too.
Medium well for me.
Okay, these are about ready now then. It'll be a few more minutes for anyone who wants...
Oh, that was so delicious.
I ate a lot too.
If you're tired, then go rest.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon.
Tonight, I show you mercy. Our sacred duel will take place another day.
Good night.
Paimon's struggling to keep her eyes open.
Oh, don't forget this. The Staff of the Scarlet Sands.
Wait, you were actually being serious about that?
It's a very powerful weapon.
Paimon can't even lift that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Paimon's sure. We'll be fine. And even if we do get an uninvited guest in the night...
That reminds me of a parting king of... But right now...
I think they should all be here. Traveler? Paimon?
Look at this.
What the... What's this sword doing here? Is it supposed to keep out intruders?
Evidently.
Huh? Who is it? Oh, what time do you call this? Paimon's gonna take out the sword. Yeah! Oh, hey them, Kave! What are you doing?
Sorry to wake you up at this hour of the night, but we've got to...
Let's get dressed and talk about it outside.
Something has come up. And since it pertains to Cyrus and Cyno, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
Whoa, back up. Let's start from the beginning. Where'd the wine cups go? I could have sworn I left them here after I washed them. Ah, there they are.
I'll have a cup too.
Can you see if the cookies are still on the table?
They are. And...
Oh, this is so bland. I should have gotten a few bottles.
do tell. What were they drinking?
Oh, right, I forgot to mention. So, I ran into Cyrus yesterday evening. Anyway, they got a bottle of Lombard's new vintage for the table. At least.
Sounds like...
You know what it's about, right?
I heard some people talking about it on the streets, yes. Didn't take them long to catch the culprit. The sages are probably dealing with the case by now.
I wonder what Sir Nephis and the others will make of it. Oh, Cyrus showed me the extortion letter, too. It was crudely written, but the paper had... give me a sec, I'll sketch it out for you. Okay, done. Take a look. You see what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen writing paper like this around before.
Interesting.
What?
Take this, for instance. Looks like an outline of a spire, similar to the kind found on some ancient palaces. It bears a striking
Whose emblem is it?
It's the emblem.
After discussing it with each other, this was a long way to come from the city. Alhaitham figured you were probably with Tainari, so Gandharvaville was our first stop. But the Forest Watchers told us that you'd gone. Then, just
Hold on, so what?
Something's up, huh? Give me a second. Let me get Kale.
So you've never heard of the Temple of Silence? Well, these days, you can find a temple, at least, historically speaking. By contrast, none of the academia...
So the temple...
It's possible.
So, how do you know all this?
did you forget? He did a
Oh, yeah.
If you're asking me...
So much about this doesn't make sense. Why did the emblem of the Temple of Silence appear on a threat letter from an academia student to the student's only 16 and doesn't have any family ties to the desert? So where could he have seen?
You said you ran into Sino, yep?
Yep. He ran off as soon as he heard what we said.
Given that Cyrus is involved, he's probably halfway through.
If the Academia's Temple of Silence really does exist just to cover up the we should...
Yes.
If this situation is connected...
Kale, could I Traveler, Paimon, you two...
Sounds like a plan.
Cyrus has been living in the city lately. He rented a place... Here we are. This is the
Huh, we might be too late. Looks like nobody's home. Oh, Sino moves fast. If he was...
I know that voice. Is that Tainari I hear?
Ah! Professor Zahadi!
Wow, so it really is you. My good...
We're looking for Sino.
Yes, not long ago, in fact. I told him the old fool. It must have alarmed.
Well, if Cyrus isn't...
Professor, did you hear that a...
Why, yes. I could tell some after seeing the letter.
Huh? Cyrus didn't want to report it. Well, that's strange. When we saw him, he seemed pretty okay with the idea of the kid getting his justice.
As a former sage, it's possible Cyrus...
So Cyrus initially hoped to stop...
Oh, dear. What? Oh.
Thank you.
What does it say? Let Paimon...
Yep, that sounds like Sino. Thank you, Professor Traveler, Paimon. Let...
You're here? I thought you were going after...
We went to Cyrus's house.
He didn't say where he was...
No, he left.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Typical Sino. Anyway, some updates on progress on our...
I checked some ancient texts for a
Yeah, and we're...
Meanwhile, Arav, the one who told him about Cyrus's embezzled funds.
Apparently, the Uraka was intrigued.
I see.
So, how do we...
He doesn't know.
Nephis and Arav have gone to meet the court also. The Temple of Silence felt that they could no longer trust the academia. And ever since its inception, at its roots.
The academia...
Not only that...
So how did Cyrus become acquainted?
I'll bet that's the question that bothered Sino.
Whoever is behind this.
He must have recognized it right away. That'll be why he didn't want to involve the authorities. He probably hoped to take care of the whole thing.
Since the desert is where the
I have to go after...
Really?
I should be fine.
Everyone, I have news from the Core of 30.
Oh, so that's Nefis.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Several independent... I was going to suggest that you... The academia has made... I won't attempt to make you understand the academia's
I understand where you're coming...
Good point.
Need our help?
Really? Arav and I will Tainari.
I am. Kaveh, I'll be...
Well, if you're sure...
Thank you all. Arav, let's go.
You'd better get moving. Don't forget to ask for help.
Will do. Let's go, Tainari. Hopefully we can catch up with...
Knowing him, he's probably...
Okay, we made it to Caravan Ribat. Where should we go next? Maybe we should ask the nearby guards if they've seen anything.
Hold on. Look over there.
Is that Dia?
You sure you want to brave the desert alone? I mean, it's your choice at the end of the day.
It's not my first time. I'll be fine.
Sino.
If you're really going through with this, then at least take our advice. When you're packing for your trip, budget for 5 days more than you plan to spend out there.
Makes sense. Okay,
Thought we might find you here. You're trying to retrace Cyrus's steps, aren't you?
Didn't I tell you not to come after me? I thought I had a good lead on you.
Well, sorry, but we never agreed to that. Why would you go off on your own like that?
Nothing personal. It's just a complex situation. And I'd rather not involve anyone else if I can help it.
Takes a special kind of person to get Sino chasing them all the way out to Caravan Rebot. But why so coy today, huh? You only gave us his age and description. Why can't you reveal his name? Is he Sumeru's most wanted or something? Oh, also, hey guys, it's been a while.
Dia and Candace! So nice to see you. Actually, seeing all of our friends is the whole reason we're here.
You're looking well. Glad to see it. Candace and I came to Caravan Rebot on business. We ran into Sino as he was asking about some elderly gentleman's whereabouts. Some people say they saw him. Guess he stood out as an older guy heading into the desert alone with just a sumpter beast in tow and very few supplies. That's gotta be one heck of a story there.
Sino, it's okay if you can't tell us anything about the case, but let us know how we can support you. We're here to help however you need. The more people we have working on this, the quicker we'll be able to find the person you seek.
No, it's not that simple. If I'm right, he'll be doing everything he can to avoid us.
We spoke with Zahahadi. From what she said, it's pretty clear that he wants to try and solve this on his own. It won't be easy trying to find him in the desert when he's deliberately trying to cover his tracks.
Sounds like this is far more complex than we imagined.
Still, If he started from Caravan Rebot, the chances are that his route took him past our village. He may have...
My thanks to you both. Once this is resolved...
Come on. No need to get all serious. Just buy a round of drinks next time we're all in the city or something.
That's a deal.
All right. So...
Yes, we'll handle it from here. Thank you again for your help.
All right. Then we'll leave...
And don't think you'd be imposing.
Don't worry, we'll keep him out of trouble.
Hold on. There's a few things I'd like to clear up.
Go.
So, after you left...
Clearly, we've...
Do you have any connection with the Temple of Silence?
I do. I trust you're all aware of the spirit that gives me my power. Hermanubis, the original founder of the Temple of Silence. Due to my unique constitution, I was put through a number of trials in the desert when I was younger. Later, I met the professor, but my memory of that time is hazy. I can't recall much. It's a good thing that Kaveh noticed the emblem on the letter. Without that, I don't know if we would have connected the dots and realized there was more to this case than mere extortion. I did not recognize that symbol at all. Whether that's because I've never seen it, or because...
Yeah, you're right. Thank goodness for Kaveh, and...
But Cyrus must have recognized it right away, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have had any qualms about you reporting it. Oh, maybe his connection to the Temple of Silence goes even deeper than yours.
I suspect so too. Professor has never once mentioned the Temple of Silence in conversation. And whenever the conversation turns to Hermanubis and the concept of spirit indwelling...
Well, speaking of avoiding things, you do realize, don't you, now that we've caught up with you, you're stuck with us for the rest of the way.
I am aware. And I have accepted it. Or rather, I don't see how I could manage to ditch you en route. So, I might as well accept that you're coming with me.
That's right. Fact is, we're coming with you whether you like it or not, so the
Fair enough. Then at least let me buy you a drink once we're back in the...
Works for me. All right, off we go. Let's start by seeing what the...
Hello.
Mahamatra Sino?
I'm looking for someone. So I'd like to confirm any recent foot traffic in and out of our village. Where was he going?
Let me think. He took a seat by the entrance of the village for a while, and had... Do you have a map? I can mark out the direction he...
I have one.
Great. There you go.
Thank you so much. You were a great help.
You've got a really good memory.
Ah, you're quite welcome. Just doing my job. Best of luck. I hope you find him soon.
The sand is cool and comfortable to walk on at night, but it gets so hot during the day.
Solidified!
pleasant surprise, right?
Solidify!
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Hold on. I see some people over there.
Do you think it's safe to ask them?
Should be. I'll go.
No. I'll do it.
Huh? Why can't Sino go talk to them? What difference does...
Given my background, appearance, and the way I dress, I might not be the most welcome visitor here. Just in case.
Ah, hello there. I hope I'm not interrupting. My friend and I are looking for an elderly man who's gone missing around these parts. Any chance I could ask you a couple of questions?
Oh, a missing person, huh? Sure. What do you...
I'm just wondering if you've seen him. Let me give you...
So, a silver-haired guy in a long robe, culture type with thoughtful eyes, and he's traveling alone.
He'd stand out like a sore thumb around here.
Yeah, sounds like the kind of guy we'd remember if we saw him.
He's looking behind me.
Uh-oh. That guy's...
Your friend over there? Hey! Aren't you Sino? The General Mahamat?
Yes, that's me.
You don't seem surprised that...
It wouldn't be the first.
Oh, you're the one looking for the...
I have a bad feeling about this guy.
Someone... No need to hide it.
I thought you were a group of merchants.
Your henchmen don't look like much.
Hey! Hear that, guys?
Suits me. As long as I get paid for it.
Just cut to the chase already.
Come with me. Olive, don't you want to find your silver hair?
So you know where he is.
Just follow me. And?
What? Where are you looking? There's nothing...
Please?
Whoa! Something's coming out of the ground!
What is this enormous building doing here?
And how was it so well hidden? King Deshret's technology?
Wait, so... Hold on.
Is this... the temple?
All good questions.
Not what Paimon was expecting to find in the desert, especially not hidden right next to an oasis. Ooh, Paimon's scared. They must have kidnapped Cyrus. Do you think this is the guy?
What's wrong? Thinking about your professor?
I just hope for your sake you...
Me too. Hope Alright. You can wait. I'll inform our leader that you've arrived at the Temple of Silence.
So he's just gonna leave us here unattended?
They can't have been at the oasis by
So this is the Temple of Silence. After leaving the rainforest, they hid themselves here?
Hey, look! That guy's coming back.
Don't worry. Someone will come and call for you soon.
What's your name?
Sorry, guess I was so delighted to see you. My name is Sethos.
So we're
Yep. I mean, I'm not worried about you running off. Cyrus is here. And unless I've misunderstood, you're all...
He's right.
Hey, Sethos!
Sure. Although, I'm assuming by chat, you mean you have questions for me? Not often. The Temple of Silence is a place of quiet and solitude. We don't get too many visitors. Yes, that was me. Although, Trick did... He insisted that...
So you framed Cyrus for a crime that he...
No. That's not entirely true. Of course.
Why did Cyrus...
You'll have to ask him that. All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem. And it was his own choice to take the bait. Mm-hmm.
I never imagined...
That's King Deshret's
We should be wary of...
Hear you. Grandfather, the person you wish to see is here.
Well done, Sethos. Greetings, one and all. I am Ba Moon, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. I know...
Professor!
Cyrus, are you okay?
Ah!
Watch what you're doing!
Oh, my apologies. We have no intention of causing you distress. But you must understand, Cyrus is of great importance to us. We had to find a way to bring him back to us. Cyrus owes me his life, and to the Temple of Silence, he owes a debt of gratitude. I let him go a long time ago, but now...
I wanted to end my feud with this old bag of bones before you caught up with me. But you got just leave, Sino. This is a matter between us two old men.
So that's why you didn't want to report the letter. You'd made up your mind to come here from the beginning. You only left in such a hurry to try and throw us off your trail.
Some things in life catch up with you, no matter what you do.
Sino didn't make us do anything. We came here.
My secrets are secret for good reason.
You're afraid, aren't you? You can't bring yourself to speak of your past deeds to the students you know. You recognized our emblem because for many years you lived among us. Indeed, you knew as soon as you saw the letter that we, not Uraka, were the ones speaking to you. It threatened you only because you know what you did. Your own guilt convicted you. For you, Cyrus, are a traitor. You once shared your learning with us, and joined us in our mission to revive the might of Hermanubis, to bring new hope, new opportunity. But then, you betrayed us. You bargained for your independence. We both know what I said to you that day. That as the leader, I grant you permission to leave, but that one day, the sands of time will catch up with you. And when that day comes, you must pay the price you owe.
Hermanubis is my...
Does he mean you?
The moon is right. I came here once, but they rescued me from the brink of death once, many years ago in the desert. When he learned that I was a scholar, he invited me to come here and revive the might of Hermanubis together. It was a great, daring plan, and one shrouded in secrecy. The Temple of Silence had been bereft of Hermanubis for too long. The strength of its faith and its warriors were waning. Bamoon proposed that we implant bar fragments, shards of Hermanubis, into the bodies of suitable vessels. If the experiment was successful, the spirit of Hermanubis would then dwell within the vessel. Many believers volunteered themselves for the experiment. One other child was identified as a suitable vessel, and as...
For many years, the Temple of Silence had been in possession of 2 Ba fragments from Hermanubis. As the test subjects were sent into a room that had been prepared for the ceremony, and instructed to approach the Ba fragments, whose power... The original plan was for a 3-stage experiment. Resonance, implantation, and recovery and observation. The resonance stage went quite smoothly for both candidates. As the 2nd stage began, I realized a decision had to be made. Should we implant the fragments one at a time? This would allow us to monitor the results after the first round and adjust our plan accordingly. Or alternatively, we could implant each fragment in a different vessel at the same time and compare their effects. But as I was deliberating, both Ba fragments suddenly became active. They glowed with a light we had never seen before. I knew that if they were not implanted right away, they would disintegrate and be gone from the world for good. Our 2 vessels had both displayed great promise by successfully resonating with the fragments. Under the circumstances, the thought of implanting both fragments into the same vessel seemed out of the question. To preserve our faith and our power, we implanted each of them with a single fragment.
Ultimately, I ended the experiment and left, taking one of the children with me.
In recognition of your past contributions, I chose not to send someone to hunt down and kill you both. Your lives were spared, but I have paid a great price for your betrayal. I have always wanted to see you, Sino. Losing you and your Ba fragment dealt us a devastating blow. We've been in decline.
I see.
Look, in essence, I borrowed your bar fragment for a decade or so. But you cannot...
I'm sure you don't remember anymore, dear Sino, but you've met us all before. You were so young then, when we all gathered. You and he, Sethos. You were our final hope. As a follower of Hermanubis, I have allowed this power to remain in the rainforest for far too long. Now, it is time to...
That power is not yours to reclaim. Sino was...
You are wrong. Sino was chosen, but he was not the only one. My child, Sethos, has the same gift as he.
So those are your terms for freeing the professor?
Despise me all you want. My sins are my own. The Temple of Silence is an innocent party. It is because of my foolishness all those years ago that the Temple's glory has waned. And now I must take responsibility for the decision I made back then.
So what you're saying is, the power of one Ba fragment is not enough? You're asking me to return the one in my possession.
Divine power.
He is no longer a small child. But regardless, this burden is ours to bear. And you're...
Both my heart and mind are telling me that what you are proposing is a terrible idea.
Don't listen to him, Sino. That power is no more yours to give than it is...
I know. But if...
Sorry to interrupt, but in my view, say that Sino refuses to return his power, and you also refuse to release Cyrus. Then, we are at an impasse. I find it hard to believe that you went to all this effort without planning for that. You're trying to gauge where we stand while keeping your remaining cards close to your chest. Well, my stance is, put the rest of your cards on the table. Then we can have a discussion.
Wait, those ears... So, we have a descendant of the Valukashuna in our midst. Split everything we have longed for. Hermanubis will provide. Perhaps this very day we'll...
Why is he coughing so much?
Moon, you...
Take our leader back to his room. Grandfather. I don't like to drag out conversation. Had Cyrus not stopped the experiment still? I'm not like Mike, but I see things a little differently. So I'm not going to...
I just... Things will only...
If you hadn't betrayed my grandfather...
All you and Bum ultimately...
I'm glad to see you're giving it some
I won't forsake my...
That works. Oh, my grandfather...
Are you sure about negotiating with him?
I need to think this through.
All right, well...
I've taken some time to... He's a stubborn man who tends to double down when he feels strongly about something. We won't get anywhere trying to convince him to escape.
I agree. My master Nephis says the same thing. Once Cyrus makes up his mind about something, he won't listen to reason.
So that's one thing. A few other things come to mind too. You've heard all you need to hear about the Temple of Silence. So on that, I don't have anything to add. My own memories of this place are hazy, though. probably something to do with the overpowering presence of the Ba fragments. That might explain why I suffered from constant headaches and fevers as a child. I do remember having some fleeting moments of profound emotion when vague images would appear in my mind. But I don't recall much, only bits and pieces. I was still young then, and all I could understand was that there was a strong will inside my mind. Thinking back on it now, I suppose it was Herm Anubis' way of trying to encourage me, even if we couldn't communicate. The power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith. So if the will and might of Herm Anubis is a real, intangible thing, and they are its rightful worshippers, then...
You're not gonna give in to their demands, are you? You sure?
No. I have no intention of returning it. I need this power to protect Sumeru. But the temple has the right to make the final decision over its fate, since it belongs to one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. So I will challenge them head-on, and win the right to wield this power for myself, fair and square.
This reminds me of something Alhaitham mentioned to me just before we left. He said that the Temple of Silence was originally founded by the ruling elite of the day. Traditionally, such organizations are bound by a strict and ancient code of nobility. Kaveh has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He says many of them have their own internal rules. They talk about the importance of never dishonoring their tribal bonds, or the rules laid down by their ancestors. I think we could turn that to our advantage. Go back to them with a proposal of our own.
Wow, and just like that, we've turned the tables on them.
Looks like we have the same idea. Turn it back on them now while we still can, in terms that they cannot.
Great. And I know just how to start the conversation. Let's go find Sethos. We'll tell him that I know a thing or two about medicine and would like to take a look at his grandfather's condition.
Sethos, let's talk.
Have you made up your mind?
We'll get to that, but first, I have some degree of medical training, so I was wondering if you might let me take a look at your...
I have no objections, although we do have our own doctors here. I doubt you'll be able to tell us anything we don't already know.
Only one...
Follow me. Keep your voices down. We don't want to disturb him.
Let's talk outside. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and his prognosis is quite grave. I'm sure that your physicians have come to the same conclusion. He appears to have sustained a serious injury in his youth, which has been exacerbated over the years by the heavy burden of work and now by the effects of old age. Regretfully, I must inform you that based on what I've seen with patients in a similar condition, he doesn't have long left. A few days at most.
Yeah. I've known for a long time.
You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a lot of respect for the man. But you also see things differently. You have a broader range of concerns and a more pragmatic approach. So tell me how we can end this on your terms. Let's find a way to bring all this to a resolution while Bamoon is still alive to see it. That's what really matters to you.
Yeah, there's no time to waste here. You know that better than anyone.
You know, the two of you are actually in a very similar predicament.
Right. And you didn't create this situation. They did, but somehow you've ended up having to make the tough decision.
You're right. I accept, Sino. Legend has it that when Hermanubis, that group of supporters, were some of the first members of the Temple of Silence.
Sounds very fitting.
As a fellow vessel of Hermanubis, your ties to the Temple of Silence run deep. So I will permit you to participate in this rite, along with your chosen
3 against 3.
However, I have some additional terms. As the challengers, you must win all 3 of your fights to win. And Sino? Both of us. Letting Cyrus leave with one of the Ba fragments was a mistake, made by my grandfather out of pity. It is a long-standing issue that must be addressed for the Temple of Silence to move forward. I can make no concessions on that front.
None needed. We're on the same page. If I win, the Temple of Silence must release Cyrus, and consider this past dispute. If you win, I'll return my power to you.
It's a deal. Then let's meet at the...
Well, after how that went, there's definitely no turning back now.
There never was. Turning back hasn't been an option for me since the moment the professor slipped away to return to the desert.
You have to win. You need this power, both as General Mahamatra and for yourself.
Yeah, that's right! Besides, it stayed with you ever since you were a small child. Surely that's a sign it thinks of you as its rightful owner.
Both as General Mahamatra and for myself. Yeah, when you put it that way. I've had to overcome a lot to tame this power and claim it for myself. Not everyone could have done that.
Exactly!
The Traveler and I will never lose.
And neither shall I. The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that, for a variety of reasons, fell out with the civilization of the rainforest. But there must be personal factors at work here too. I can't shake the feeling that Bamoon cares for many more things than he lets on. And I don't think that Zethos is any kind of villain. He's just doing what he thinks is best. Tomorrow, everything will be resolved.
We gather on this day to perform once more the rite of duels, with the greatest of all sages, Lord Hermanubis, as our witness, for his power and authority is present in our midst. This is our most sacred of ceremonies, and no disruption from the audience shall be tolerated. It is incumbent upon all to observe the duel with the utmost respect and reverence throughout the proceedings. Representing the Temple of Silence, the Defenders.
Grandfather, you're here.
A rite of duels after...
I know what I'm doing, Grandfather.
Representing the Academia, the Challengers.
Ready. We will fight to have our voices.
Warriors, take your position. We come not to debate what brings our challengers here, nor...
Huh? Are you sure?
I agree. He's very strong. Sending him...
Okay, then you...
Sure.
We have decided.
So have we.
Duelists of the first bout, please step forward.
Don't forget, safety first! Hey! You there! You better play nice with them or Paimon will make you regret it!
Little bit too much chatter from the audience over there.
Scatter! Propagate!
A swift end to the first bout. When you're both...
Let's begin.
Watch out!
He drank plenty of water before the bout, so he should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enshroud! Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud. Enshroud! Oh!
Thus ends the second bout.
I'm ready.
So am I.
This is the final stage of the rite. I remind you both that the terms you agreed upon in advance are binding. When you're both ready...
For many years, we have kept our covenant with Lord Hermanubis by guarding the secrets of King Deshret. And even in our darkest hour, when we could not see a way forward, we chose not to abandon hope, but to embark on a brave new experiment so that we might prevail. We earnestly sought Lord Hermanubis' wisdom and power, longing to see his spirit and his light descend upon us. Now, I will fight to become the rightful wielder of that power!
I am Sino, General Mahamatra of the Academia, student and successor of Cyrus, the Sage of Spontamod. I fight in defense of my power, my professor, and my nation. And you. I think you left some things unsaid. This is a sacred duel, and Herman Nubis is watching. So bare your soul.
Everyone. Old, young. My grandfather is a wise leader. He is also known to be a ruler who is not afraid to get blood on his hands. I understand his beliefs well, and I know what he expects of me. But our faith has held us back for too long. After I grew up, I went to the rainforest once, and I saw for myself the people of the city. Times have changed. The people of Sumeru are happier and more free now than in the past. I thought about this as I stood at one of the tallest points in the city, gazing down at the streets below. Then I thought of you, Sino. You and I both wield the same power, yet the lives we lead could not be more different. Each Ba fragment of Hermanubis stands for something different. Might, glory, and one of many other secrets that have yet to be revealed. I once thought that the nature of our fragments must be what makes us so different from one another. But maybe it's that you've found your answer, and I am still searching for mine.
I am more than just a warrior. I am my own person.
Exactly.
The name Hermanubis has left its mark on both of us, shaped the course of our lives. We are his vessels, and yet we are more besides. So show me your answer, Sino. Show me I can be more than my faith, more than the power I wield. Show me the person I can become! Bring it on!
That's all you've got. What happened is searching for your answer.
Fight's over. Do you yield?
You won.
Well then, looks like you found your answer.
I give his glory to you.
that light. That is the light of our Lord, the great Hermanubis, priest over all other priests. His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on. Once a warrior of Tynar, he emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar. After the death of the god king, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tynarian priests and led them to the city of Tula. There, they founded the Temple of Silence, and from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization. Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tynarians. But peace did not last. Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence as proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city. They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides. Our Lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers. With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the temple and the Tula Tynarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable. The elite of Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always in hiding, all the while keeping close watch over our secrets and staying true to our mission. Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far, far too long. Yet, today, the Temple of Silence has borne witness to the glory of Hermanubis once more. Thank you.
How is it? Do you feel okay?
Grandfather.
Hey, Sethos. You'll get through this.
I know. I'll miss him.
I guess you were prepared for this.
Yeah, he's been on death's door for a very long time now. I think it was only through sheer willpower that he managed to hold on to this point. At least, he was able to see this chapter come to a close before he passed.
What's next for you?
Per my grandfather's last wishes, the Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanubis fragments. That entitles you to be our new leader, Sino.
But that's never going to work, as I'm sure you realize. I'm the General Mahamatra. I am needed back at the Academia. I did foresee this possibility, and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, records, and environment here. As such, I am ill-suited to be your leader, Sethos. I believe the honor should go to you. Were it not for this duel, or indeed if you had other intentions, the Ba fragments would most likely be in your hands by now. I'm sure Bamoon never meant for anyone but you to be his successor.
You really?
I do.
Still, I didn't think Bamoon looked very surprised by the final result. Perhaps he had an inkling that this would be the way things end.
Well, in any case, since the Ba fragments are with me now, I guess I can call the shots. Sethos, I would like you to succeed Bamoon as the new leader of the Temple of Silence. You are more suited to the role than I, and I have complete faith that you will be an excellent leader.
But doesn't that render everything that we've been through up to now meaningless?
No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become friends, which means that the Academia and the Temple of Silence will become partners once more. That's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself, times have changed. You have to believe that things can change for the better here at the temple too.
I will try. To be honest, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
Actually, part of me wonders whether Bamoon's intentions from the very beginning was just to create enough pressure to force us towards a duel. That way, no matter who won, one of us would have to surrender our Ba fragment, and the power of Hermanubis would be concentrated in one single person. Had you won, the Temple of Silence would have doubled its strength. And were I to win, he correctly anticipated that I wouldn't suddenly drop everything to become the leader of the temple, much less integrate the temple into the Academia by force. He knew that the temple's future would depend not just on the guidance of Hermanubis, but the support of the Academia too. So he made it his responsibility. His plan meant that whoever ended up succeeding him, they would have an easier time interacting with the Academia. With one single letter, he lured out the professor. No matter what happened after that, it would result in a net benefit to the temple.
And here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these trivial details. You're absolutely right. Grandfather and I considered this from every angle. We had to find a way to mend our relationship with the Academia. In that sense, the right of duels was just a means to an end. Thank you for everything, Sino. As a gesture of our gratitude, to those that you and Lesser Lord Kusanali deem worthy, I will grant the honor of access to the Temple of Silence for their pursuit of knowledge. The Temple of Silence has a wealth of information on King Deshret's civilization, more than any other organization in existence today. In times when you need information that only we can provide, we will be here to support you. But you must be exceedingly careful with your selection of candidates, lest you lead humanity to repeat the same mistakes. By the way, Tainari, my grandfather was so happy to see you. You are a descendant of the Veluka Shuna, and we are the heirs to the will of Hermanubis. The story goes that King Deshret chose the sage Hermanubis from among the Tainarians and appointed him as his familiar. He went on to fight many valiant battles with his Tainarian companions. They always stood by each other, from the founding of the Temple of Silence to the fall of Tuletula. The Tainarians who left Tuletula joined their human counterparts in the rainforest. A few centuries later, when some of the group returned to the desert, many of the Tainarians chose to stay and put down roots in the rainforest. In all likelihood, those were your ancestors.
How fascinating. My father once mentioned that I was named after the Tainarians, but I never knew that my forebears had such a history with the Temple of Silence.
I like this story.
By the way, has anyone seen Cyrus?
Yes, Cyrus. You'll probably find him in my grandfather's room. He wouldn't show it in front of me, but I think he still has many fond memories of my grandfather.
If it's true that you and your grandfather really planned for everything to turn out this way, then I guess he didn't really resent Cyrus as much as he appeared to.
Who knows? Perhaps all of us. You, me, and Cyrus. We're all just pawns in my grandfather's plan to set things straight. He was awful like that.
Someone's got to make the decisions when history is at a crossroads. I will make a detailed report on all of this to Lesser Lord Kusanali, and arrange for an official delegation from the Academia to come and meet you in the desert. I'm sure you'll have lots to attend to in the days ahead. But once things return to normal, please come and visit the rainforest again. You should stay for a few days this time, and start to build some relationships. If we're going to work together, both sides have to get to know one another better.
I will. All right, well, bye for now, everyone. I'll be seeing you.
See you soon. Come hang out with us anytime.
What were you thinking gallivanting off into the desert alone at your age? What if you take the bucket, You told not a soul what you were up to, designated nobody to handle your affairs, and left everyone scrambling frantically to try and figure out how on earth to clean up the colossal mess you'd made.
Oh, please, will you stop your yelling? What other choice did I have?
What do you mean, what other choice? Do you mean to tell me that after all your years of learning, and sagehood no less, the only idea you could conjure up in that white-haired walnut of yours was to shoot off into the unknown like some hot-headed 20-year-old adventurer? A one-man suicide mission, That's the best idea that one of the finest minds of a generation could come up with, is it? It astounds me that you survived the journey, and you're lucky that Ba Moon didn't finish you off when you arrived.
All right. Honestly, the way you're going off on me, it's like you wish you'd been there to lend him a hand. Does it mean nothing to you that I'm your colleague and former
I've got nothing more to say. What's the point of berating an old bag of bones?
What do you mean, bag of bones? I'm a flesh and blood hero, who, despite his old age... Okay, look. Fine, I admit it, I was in the wrong. How can I make it up to you? What about, a month's work at the academia?
1 month? Try 3.
Inari's master is really laying into Cyrus.
Professor brought this on himself. Don't pay any attention to him.
Wow, I haven't seen Master get this riled up in a long time. The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was still a student.
I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them the situation's resolved. Want to come with me? We can go for dinner afterwards. My treat. You in?
Makes sense. I'm in.
Hyman's coming too! Let's go!
Hey, Kale.
You're back!
Well, look who we have here. Would you mind explaining to me what has been going on this past few days? I heard you all ran off into the desert and got embroiled in a major catastrophe.
All taken care of.
That does not answer my question. How could you be so careless? That goes for you as well. Yes, when you run into problems, you really ought to ask for help, you know? I've been around the block. Don't you think it would have made sense to involve me? And let's not forget, I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Now would not be a good time to attempt to argue with...
You're right.
It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of staff involved. Do I make myself clear? Because if you don't,
Kale, please do something.
He's giving me the signal. All right, guess it's time to play my ace in the hole. Say, Madame Farazan, I can see you're pretty upset, but, I was just wondering, remember that time you offered to give me a tour of the academia? Does that offer still stand?
Huh? Wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember? Wonderful. Well, of course the offer still stands. Come on. Madame Farazan will show you around the old classrooms.
Poor Kale getting dragged off like that. Also, check out Farazan acting like some sort of official
Kale! Cup.
Huh? What?
What do you mean, cup? You need a cup. I can get you a cup.
Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe. Tainari and I used it while we were in school, and it's become something of a family tradition now.
Oh, that's kind of...
Mm-hmm. 2 people left. Am I hallucinating? Or do I see Kaveh and Alhaitham engaged in diligent studying?
We're just reorganizing all the books we used. Look, there's a whole mountain of them.
There's no rush. Nobody reads these books anyway.
My sincere thanks to you both.
Yes, with your help, we resolved the issue rather swiftly and painlessly. And the outcome was better than we could have hoped for.
I see. The Temple of Silence resorted to rather unique means of self-preservation.
And it sounds like they managed to preserve a whole load of ancient documents as well. I'd love to go check those out if I ever had the chance.
That day will come. The Temple of Silence is a hugely important organization, and we'll be sure to maintain good relations with them in the future. Now, as a token of my appreciation...
Yeah, sounds great.
Sure. Let's...
And then, the Traveler just pounced on their opponent and knocked. Then there was Tainari. He put up an amazing fight, too. We ended up winning all 3 bouts.
Whoa. Part of me wishes I'd been there to see it, but I'd have been biting my nails off worrying about you guys.
A truly edifying account of the events. Bereft of detail, but it has livened up the room all the same.
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The Traveler just pounced and then waved their sword like this. Then...
Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of leader to him. That's very dignified of you, Sino.
Of course. Being dignified comes with being a true champion.
I got to be a champion too, for once. I've not sparred much with desert folk before. It was a pretty unique experience.
Yeah! Huge place! It felt like something right out of an epic poem! Imagine this. It was like there was...
Maybe save that one for later, Paimon. Dessert's here.
I think that'll do me for today.
Shall we stop off at the House of Dana again before heading home?
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
I should get going as well. See you all later.
I need to go say thanks to the Core 30 for their help. Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work processes. So...
Kale's come a long way. She's much more confident at dealing with other people these days.
Everyone's a work in progress. You never stop learning.
Yeah, true.
That was good. It feels like everything's finally... Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after a job well done. And also the...
Do you three have anything planned for the rest of the day? If not, would you come somewhere with me? That's a secret for now.
Okay. I think I can guess what you're talking about.
Well, now Paimon's curious.
Been a while since I last made my way up here.
Wow, look at this!
Need any help?
It's a nice spot, isn't it?
What a great view! We're so...
Traveler, turn around. This is my secret base. Somewhere I only bring my best friends. When I was a student, I used to slip away and climb up here all the time, just to clear my head. Back then, I had a lot of the same questions that Sethos was asking. Who am I? Why do I have this Our gifts help us to find our rightful place in the world. That was my experience. And I'm
You two really are like brothers.
I feel the same way. Of course. I see no need to be humble when it comes to the
I still remember one time when we came up here to chat and do our homework. Sino accidentally dropped a fruit. Luckily, he has fast reflexes, so he caught it just in time.
That was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip.
Those were good times.
You know, Paimon really shouldn't be able to imagine Sino doing something like that, but...
Then make it stop. It's You guys carry on.
Okay.
Huh? Hey, you're not supposed to...
my days. I can't...
Professor, what are you muttering to yourself?
Sino. Ha, just the man I'm looking for. Guess what I found in some old notebooks?
Some old photos?
Can you believe it? This notebook was just sitting in a pile of odds and ends in the sage's office. I must have forgotten to take it with me, and no one's touched it since. It was still right there. I was at the Academia earlier to discuss my workload with Nephis. I swung by the old office to have a look around and just happened to cross it. Well, time flies. Look how tiny you are in this picture.
You look quite young yourself in that one. Ah, it's this one. I remember that.
Yep. Looks like her work, all right. Who else?
And this one. Looks like we're both dozing off.
Oh, cheeky girl. Taking secret photos of us without our...
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor?
Like what? Like... hey, at moments like this, I hardly know where to begin. I can't pretend I'm a good person. But Moon had every reason to despise me. Well, so do you if you feel the same way.
Don't be ridiculous, you old codger.
Is that not what you wanted me to say? Oh, I've dreamt of that place many times after leaving the desert. Sometimes I've dreamed that I was doing research with them again. And other times, I dream of the day they saved my life. Oh, it was... You've matured so much over the years, Sino.
Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the
Good thinking. Take your own advice. Seriously, why bully an old man like me? Hey, wait, how did I not notice this one earlier?
Lisa
Look how cute you were when you were little.
Yeah, and look how serious and professional.
Oh, I can't compete with you anymore.
Don't say...
Hey.
I'd like that. Let's find a time and pay her a visit in Mondstadt.
All right, I'll add it to my schedule. Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition. I have got to beat Zaha.
Or you could find a real hobby, Professor.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
have order.
A moonlit night for all.
Without further ado. Lofty wisdom will show us the way. Like the dust. Burn it down! The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines! Light the dust!
Order guide you.
Three moons converge.
Light the dust! Divine might, shield them! Without further ado.
Dark clouds obscure the sky. Surge.
Stable even bedrock can be turned to...
Light the dust! Lofty wisdom will show us the way!
Well, Mr. Flint's, now we're completely out of options. Who on earth came up with the idea to have Miss Aino attend the big meeting at headquarters?
It was me.
You? Please tell me this is part of some...
It certainly is. Sharp as ever, I see. Still, I must express my great regret.
Be that as it may, Mr. Flynn, I can already imagine all their excuses. Stomach aches, headaches, outstanding assignments. Nope. They've used up all the I mean, good heavens. If an outsider saw this, they'd think...
In all fairness to them, then neither do I.
Anyhow,
Then I must extend my sincere...
Could you come by yourself next time?
As I said before, no need to drift away.
Thank you, but...
Rest assured, young...
Yes?
Do you like kittens?
Based on previous established patterns when you asked me. Do you like snacks, Neffa? It was actually because you wanted them. Do you want a kitten, Aino?
Don't you think Ashru's a total cutie patootie?
I know. We have discussed this before. Our house is not suitable for pets.
I know that. I don't want a cat or anything. I promised you, didn't I? But say, Ineffa, don't you think cats are cute?
I think cats are very cute. However, it would be even cuter if you could make me a vacuum cleaner that does not get clogged by cat fur.
I'll make that for you later. But before that, let me ask you a question. Ineffa, do you want to transform into a cat?
I know, I do not understand.
What? Ineffa's gonna become a cat? Traveler? Paimon? Are you here to play? Gotta say, your timing is Paimon loves snacks. But what? Hey! When did you get a snack intake calculation module installed? Oh, good thing Paimon ate before coming here. Otherwise, that's because I heard some stinky brats gossiping and saying stuff like, "Ooh, Ineffa's always wearing the same thing. It's so boring." They're the boring ones. Ineffa looks awesome, and she's super interesting. But I, gave it more thought, and when I was making Ineffa, I never asked her if she wanted to look like this. So, you want to give Ineffa a new look? Well, it's nice to change her clothes once in a while, but I'll only give Ineffa what she wants.
I'm a super open-minded parent after all.
The body you made for me is perfect and convenient. I pay such aesthetic concerns no mind. If I hear something terrible, I will simply delete it or deactivate my auditory systems. Thus, this is a non-issue for me.
So when Aino nags you about making crumcakes, will you also turn off your auditory?
No, I listen to everything Aino says because she's an important member of my family. And what you say is also of great importance to me. You are all my dear friends. My current records indicate that a majority of conversation topics between Aino and Paimon include eating various types of sweets or sneakily discussing where they would go to eat. The last record occurred in the middle of the night, so I must recommend you two eat less.
Oh, you don't have to keep that sort of record.
On the other hand, the traveler's speech is divided between commissions, caring for and helping friends, as well as dealing with various kinds of dangers. Traveler, I recommend you rest more.
Well, you've got no work to do now, so I guess it's rest time. Which means I'm going to make a nice kitty outfit for Nefa. Help me out, Paimon. And I can make one for you while I'm...
Don't agree on Paimon's behalf. Well, unless it looks good.
All right, then we're all set. Nefa, make us some crumcakes. Once you're done... Let's see. I've got my wrench. Ooh, and here, you can have this as a souvenir. It probably does something. The most important thing right now is...
All 15 samples have been collected and encased in low-temperature vessels. 2 layers.
Take them to the Flower Feather Clan via express ship. From there, get them on priority shipping using the courier's Blue Bolt service. Once they reach the northern edge of the Children of Echoes, transfer them to another boat that'll go east and arrive at Elong Wharf through a special customs checkpoint. Speed is of the essence.
Got it. A combination of Plan B3 and Plan C2, then. Uh-huh. It's the Traveler. How did you do that? It's like you just appeared right there.
Don't be nervous. Just treat him like he's your boss. Interesting timing.
I'll leave you to it then. Monsieur Lon?
They're plant and mineral samples containing Kuvaki. I'm sending them back. Nothing escapes you. There are also some pictures relating to the These show their research facility. It's one of the reasons. But I'm also here to purchase some intel from... Dealing with her always requires a lot of preparation. Have you ever heard of the Northern Intelligence Network? It's essentially a forum for intel exchange. A loosely structured organization with no real rules or regulations. But you can find well-connected people from all walks of life there who are willing to trade information. Nefer currently represents this Northern Intelligence Network, and the curatorium she operates is its primary point of sale. If intel was all they sold, that would be one thing. But it's said the network has spies planted in every region, and that they're always on the lookout for even more informants. In no small part thanks to the efforts of my colleagues, the network's tendrils have been unable to take hold in Liyue. It doesn't matter if they send official representatives or smuggle in spies. They are met with a polite but firm rejection. I imagine that we must be one of the very few unknowns remaining on their map of the world. Business is business, and Mora talks. She's not one to say no to a big bag of coins. Other factors notwithstanding, I'm a valuable customer. The Northern Intelligence Network has plenty of information that only I'm willing to buy. Well done for picking up on my phrasing. You're getting good at finding clues. Up until now, all of my dealings with the network have been of a personal nature. Of course. Let's just say I have lots of influence. Mora. Lots and lots of Mora. More than enough to influence dear Lady Nefer. With someone like her, it's better to spend a little Mora than to end up owing a favor. It's important to remain vigilant in your dealings with her. She's not an easy person to deal with. If you ever see us together, chances are we're conducting business. If you have any trust in me at all, then cover your ears and stay out of it. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I still have some preparation. Oh, and Traveler, before I go, if you don't mind me saying, you may wish to return to Liyue for a cup of tea. Even if stray winds blow, the mountains of Liyue should shield you while you drink.
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day, so don't worry about me.